Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm junk journaling. So come on along. Well, just a quick share today. A conversation with Mr. Possum somehow turned to ripped jeans. And I said something about it, and he said, "Oh, I just threw a pair away." And I was like, "Oh, wait, what? You threw a pair of old jeans away? Where are they? Where are they?" He says, "Oh, they're at the bottom of the garbage barrel, underneath all the garbage." I said, "I'm going to go dig them out." He says, No. He says, "It's under all the garbage. You need some denim, just go in my drawer and take out another pair of ripped jeans." So I went into his drawer and took out another pair of ripped jeans. He's got a few pairs that are quite holy, which I guess for some people these are fashionable, but after a while they become very hard to work in if you got too many rips. So I'm going to use some of this nice faded denim. Of course, you can always use the pockets on the jeans. Never throw old jeans away. Oh my gosh. You could always do something with the material or the pockets. Here's a great pocket. I'll have to cut that out and put that in my journal. So I decided to do a page, and I used a part of the leg of the jeans. I put one on the back of this page, which is a little bit bigger, and one piece of denim on the back of this page, which is a little bit smaller. And then I took one of the cards that I got at the flea market the other day. It's a reproduction of a vintage card, and I had the little boy in the denim overall. So this, I thought, went perfect on here. So I've got the picture of the little boy in his denim overalls, and I've got the denim in the background here. And I made this into a pocket. I sewed around zigzag, and I used a little bit of my leafy vine ribbon that said it was used, but I think it was just an open package, so I got it very cheap. And in the pocket, I put the cards from the plants that we bought at the garden center on Mother's Day. And this was a little tag, so I poked a hole in it with a hole punch, and I put a little bit of carrot ribbon because this is a garden picture. And that's just the directions about it. And I marked on there, planted Mother's Day. And this was another plant. We had a big yucca. I also marked on there. And then these had these little hand-picked tabs on them. And what I did was I did a little extra zigzag sewing there because it was kind of wobbly. And I wanted to use it to pull it in and out of the pocket. And this was my favorite, the bleeding hearts for Mother's Day. And again, I sewed the little tab on. So I have 3 little cards inside, and they're all about the plants I planted on Mother's Day. Get them back in there. And this is the other little plant. Put a little ribbon on it. And then on this side, on top of the denim, I have 2 different scrap papers. I had a little bit of this blue and a little bit of this green stripe, and they both remind me of kind of old-timey. And this is an old picture of my son picking tomatoes in our garden. And I remember the song, "Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. Only 2 things that money can't buy. That's true love and homegrown tomatoes." And this was a song written by Guy Clark in 1981. And this is a picture of my son in 1981. So I thought that went really well. And of course, we know who this is. This is the Green Giant off of a can of corn. And I got this idea from Linda at Linda's Mixed Up Mess to save the labels. I really wanted to put the corn on there too, but then I wouldn't have any room to write the words, and I was thinking about writing them on the corn. But if I didn't have so much to write, I might have used this, but maybe I'll save that for another page. And of course I added another leafy vine because, you know, tomatoes grow on a vine. And these are just 2 simple pages. Again, I have garbage, paper scraps, an old photo, old denim jeans, some leafy vines, a card that I bought at the flea market, and some tags off of some plants. But I'm really happy with these 2 pages. But there was one more thing I wanted to add, and this was, I guess, the label from his record, Guy Clark's Homegrown Tomatoes. I found this online, and I thought I would just glue it onto a little bit of scrap paper here and put it down in the corner. Just to finish off the page, give it one more element. We had a garden in this picture of my son. That's our garden in New Haven, Connecticut, and we lived in the city. And I planted a garden, and everything grew really well. I was very surprised at that. And I grew these sunflowers, and the sunflowers were peeking up over the fence. I just had that picture here. I've been terrible with misplacing things lately. On the other side of the room. So we had like a very tall privacy fence, and I grew these very tall sunflowers. And if you walked by on the sidewalk, because our house was on the corner, you can see the flowers just pinking up over the fence. It was kind of fun. Okay, I'm probably just gonna, this is thin paper, probably just rip this out. I don't want this to be too big. I don't want it to cover up too much of that card. So we grew the best ever eggplants. And tomatoes, and we had all kinds of things out there. Okay, we're going to fit this so it's not covering this kid up here. I could put it right there, right? Should I put it down here? I think I'll put it down in that corner. And when I lived out in the country, my garden wasn't even quite as good. But that was mostly because the wildlife always came and ate it. I didn't have a fence around my garden. So if you have a garden in the country, you really need a fence. Okay, I think this is just going to finish off these 2 pages for now. So we got, these pages are connected with denim and homegrown tomatoes and gardening. And tags from my garden, and a garden from a long time ago. So I just want to wish everybody happy junk journaling, and thanks for coming along today. Bye-bye.